Wisconsin now controls. Hauled out to center. Emberson joins the rush. It's a 3-on-2 into the Penn State zone. Slot, dangling. Caufield shot blocked off his stick just wide of the Penn State net. Don't want to give him that time and space there. And carry it into the high slot again. Tuck back Caufield at the blue line. Now weaves atop the far ring. Penn State zone to our right. Pivots, shakes free. Snell grabs the puck and arches it back to center. Easy breakaway. Instead, he just wound it in. Wisconsin comes from left to right, muscling it into the Penn State zone. Gorniak chugs up the far wall towards the Penn State net. Wraparound stuff on. Audio to his left made the save. Off to center. And you can see why he plays hockey and not baseball. Here's Caufield, Penn State zone. Centers, Pelton Bice. Shot blocked by Penn State. There is Berger back the other way, impeding the shot. Penn State carries back to center. Hauls as far as the red stripe. Lampa troubled in front of his own bench. McEachran can't get it into the Badger zone deep. Finally, though, finesses it up the far wall into the Badger end. Penn State will change. 10-11 left, opening period. 2-0 Penn State against 12th ranked Wisconsin. Caufield near wing. Holloway in tight. Goes a rising shot high. It caught the shoulder of Audio and the mask. Pitch back gone off of Audio. Holloway drives one wide of the goal. Get back to the Badger line. Delayed offside. He has to go back and touch up. He retreats. Cole Caufield left to right. So the Badgers make a goaltender change. Penn State has the 3-0 lead. Wisconsin, Pelton Bice, center side of the goal. Caufield couldn't settle it down in tight. Tries to, and the face-off loose. Caufield off the face-off win shot. Tight angle. Audio the save loose and hammered on by Caufield atop the goal crease. Wouldn't go. Oscar Audio a brick squeezing up the near boards. Emberson centers. Cole Caufield tight angle shot. Save Audio. Away from the split here this weekend. They have outplayed Wisconsin, but Wisconsin on the power play dangerous. Caufield top the near circle. One-timer. Weisbach center point. Audio, I believe, made the butterfly save. May have gone off Berger out front. 5 seconds in the period. Caufield tight angle shot below the mark. You know, Wisconsin is dressing 6D tonight. We have not seen much of all six. They are really, here's Caufield, look out. Cole Caufield centers out front, tipped high in the goal in tight. Gorniak, Caufield again, far circle, tees it up, guns again, right pad save. Audio on a shot, hugging the ice on a wrist shot, a right-handed wrist shot from the far face off his bench. Bell just hobbles over, gets off, and Penn State now has 5 back on. Wisconsin into the Penn State zone. Toe drag, Caufield left it back, right to Pelton Bice. He rifles high, caught the glass. Pelton Bice centers again. That's a center point shot. Blocked, knuckles towards the goal. Loose off of Audio, couldn't corral the puck. And Caufield was tied up atop the crease. Controlled behind the Penn State net. Vorlicki wraps behind the goal, peels out. Caufield high slot, shakes on free, fires, blocked out front, went off of Sean. Talvidia was planted in front of his own goal. Penn State up. Not even with him at home. That's so tough to not have that support. So we know they're supporting and watching tonight, and we welcome them here on the broadcast. Puck loose in the Penn State zone, jostled free by Anthony Kerr. Darts behind the Penn State net. Peel centers alone, shot, score! In tight roam and a Sean in the low slot buries it.
Space. DeNaples is at the blue paint, but he has his back turned to a Sean because he's watching what Anthony Kerr is doing.
Penn State 4, Wisconsin 2. A shot from Kerr at 10:26 of the third, the only goal of the frame. Caufield nearly split the D into the Penn State zone. Poke check. And Paul DeNaples couldn't keep here on a bounding puck at the near point, and Cole Caufield chases him back into his own zone. Pestered Jimmy Dowd Jr. with DeNaples here. Arnett left here in the third period. Sternshine whacks it up the far boards, kept by S. Caufield slot tracks, fires, snipes it high, caught the glass. How hasn't he scored tonight? Penn State's done a good job in goal. He has had a lot of chances. Holloway drops at Caufield. They're not pulling, they do it. Caufield from below the near circle bounces in off a body and off the leg pad of Audio. 44 seconds left, third period. It's 5-4. So it's not over yet. And I eat my words. Caufield scores, and that was his worst shot of the game.
Yeah, that's he's just throwing it to the net and see what happens. And how did this go in?
It may have hit Holloway, to be honest with you.
Wow, yeah. Oscar didn't know where that puck was going.